Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce CRM Analytics video session 194. So basically in today's video, we will actually continue from where we left off. We will understand a few more widgets. Fine. So first of all, like this was the dashboard we were just checking out. Now there is something called as the number widget. Maybe what I can do is I can put it something right over here maybe. Okay. Now over here also, let's say I want to just check the count of rows. Okay. So maybe I can just write total number of account records. Okay, and let me click on done over here. Okay, so this is the total number of account records, and yeah, of course I can change the colorings and everything. I think the this background will look great over here. So, and now here, if you see, if you increase this is how the count will appear. If you further decrease the size, basically you will get it in this manner. Okay, either it will be at the top or it will be across one rows. Okay, I think for now I can just make it something like this. And of course, from here also you can change the properties. Okay, the title is count of rows. If you want, maybe you can make it middle alignment, not going through each one of them, as we already walked through that. Okay. Title emphasis, if you want to give emphasis on the title, you can make it as bold. You can also make it as italic, okay, if that is required, fine. The number colors and all, if you want to change, like example, if I want to increase the size of that number, you can do it, okay. If you want to make the number as bold, that part also can be done, okay. These are some of the extra features which recently came up, the number emphasis, the number style, okay, that part can be done, okay. The tool tip, we already walked through earlier, okay, as well as the widget cell is the same thing. So, I'm not walking through each and everything separately. If there is something extra, I will definitely walk through. Fine. So this is all about the number widget. Then you have something called as the link. So let's say I stick the link over here. Okay. And for some reason, I think by default, it took the that color background as purple, or maybe I think I have to change it from here, I guess. Okay, I think here I have given the background. Okay, now I understood actually. So I was also not able to understand till now. What was happening is the background color, if you give something by default, right, automatically it will come by default. So when I was going for, the number as well as this text, as well as this uh, link which I brought in right now, automatically some colors were coming up by default. So because I change it, no, that's why it's coming up in like that manner. Okay. So now if I change it, now if I bring anything, it will show me this background color until unless I specifically change the background color of this one. Okay. So that's the thing. I think I have done it on dashboard properties. Now I will just double click on this one. Okay. Now I can change it from here. But anyways, that's not needed. But basically, what does this means is basically it will help you to redirect to some pages which you want to. Okay. So let's say instead of button title, I write something like Google. Okay. Now you can link it to anything. So for example, it will be more of a URL which I want to give. So I have to give it in this format. Fine. So let me just write it as HTTPS is to HTTPS. Okay, it's written as HTTPS double slash. Okay, okay, cool. Now, if you see this is written as Google, now how we will test it? Okay, so what I will do is I will click on this preview section, and you can see this complete dashboard. And if I click over here, right, this is automatically redirecting me to Google. Okay, that's the thing about this one. Fine. Now, basically, link to URL. This is fine. You can link it to anything else as well. Okay, I have linked it to Google. Now, these are the tooltips. Okay, and again, the text style. If you want to change the color or something like that, we can always do it from here. Let's say I want to make it a little, okay, a bit on the grayer side, maybe. Okay, you can increase this kind of things as well if needed. Center alignment and whatever the widget style as well. You can change it from here. Fine. So that is about this one. Now you have something called as the, so after this link, you have something called as the component. We will walk through this a bit later. But after that, you have something called as the container. So basically, we will also walk through this a bit later, where I will tell you how this container helps, especially when you have a lot of charts and all, how you can, drag it easier way. Okay. Right now, I don't have all the widgets. So this one I cannot explain you right now, but we will walk through it. And then, of course, if you want, you can actually put in any kind of image. Currently, I don't have image, but maybe I can search and walk you through. Okay. After that, you basically have all this filters kind of thing input we will walk through later. So what I will do is the filter part. Maybe I will just walk you through in one of the sessions properly. But let's check the other parts. So for example, we have this toggle. Okay. So what can happen is like with toggle. But anyways, I remember the toggle is anyways a filter as well. But anyways, let's walk through this one. So if you want to filter out certain things, you can take the help of toggle as well. So what I will do is I will press Control in my keyboard and I will shift this. Okay, it's fine. And I will also put it over here as of now. And I will just shift this as well. So always remember when you press Control Shift in your keyboard, you can shift it. So what happens is, for example, if I want to shift this, I won't be able to do it. Okay, if you observe it properly, I won't be able to do it. So in your keyboard, if you press Shift and then you shift it, it basically what will happen is whatever further widgets are there, that will also flow down. Here I have the space, so I can do it in this manner. Okay. Anyways, we will walk through this part a bit more in detail. Now toggle, let's say from this recipe account, I take let's say something like account type. Okay. Now, if you see over here, what will happen if I click on preview, right? So this is basically a filter kind of a thing toggle where it will appear in a horizontal direction. So for example, if I select channel partner reseller, it's automatically popping me all the particular widgets which are there. For example, the counter, I have only one row, one account which is having this channel partner reseller type. And then if you go to customer, these are all the industry which are having this type customer. Okay, these are all the industry. This is there is only one industry electronics which is having this particular type, and as well as this table also is mapping in that manner. So this is the account name which is having this particular type. This is channel partner. Again, if I go to partner, this is all the list of industries on the table also usually. So basically what is happening is facetting. Okay, basically there's a concept called broadcasting and facetting that will be covered in one of the session. But maybe as of now in simple language, if I explain you, whatever things you select on the top, all this below charts and widgets actually get filtered out. Okay, based on that. Fine. Okay, that's cool. Now, this is all about the toggle part. And there's something called as navigation. So if I build a second page, right, we can actually navigate as well. So for example, let's say I build a second page and I write it as something like page two. Okay, just an example. And maybe I can give the title as well over here, something like Scratch Dashboard page two. Okay, just giving something random. Cool. Maybe can make it as middle alignment. And what I can do is like here, maybe I don't know, like maybe just a particular table can be brought in, maybe. Okay. So here maybe I can write something like compare table. Okay. And maybe if I go to my compare table, I can group by, let's say, the billing country, maybe the account name, and let me click on done as of now. Okay. So I will ensure this takes the complete space. So I will click on fit to widget. That is fine. And now what I will do is I will go to this page one. Okay. And I will just add a navigation bar. So you have this something called as the navigation bar, and automatically this page pops up. Okay. You can always go for the text color which you want. Visible tabs. Currently I have only two tabs. That is fine. But how many tabs you want to be visible? Okay. Otherwise after that it will show us more basically. Let's say even if I click on one, it's showing us more. Okay, it will show us more. Fine. That's the visibility part. And here for now, let it remain 5. That's fine because I only have 2. So it will not be a problem. Text color, you can change it. For example, let's say I wanted something like on this color. Okay. What will be the background color? Let's say the background color, I need something on the reddish side maybe. Okay. I know it doesn't looks good, but anyways, currently we are just exploring. Fine. Nothing else. It's fine. And the border width, maybe I can give something like 4. Okay, just to ensure the border comes up. And I can go for all the borders over here. Okay, similarly, you have this widget style. If you want to change the background color, for example, something like on this color, it will change up. Okay, the border colors and all things are there as well. Okay, so let's say I go for this border once again, and let's say I go for something like 4 and maybe 16. Okay, that won't show up that that particular thing is showing up, but there's no border as of now. And if I click over here, that's coming over here. Okay. So what I will do is I will add the navigation bar over here so that I can redirect to the first page. Okay. So again, this will be the same navigation bar. And again, I can play around with the colors which I did earlier. Okay. So something like, I don't know, this one. And under widget style, maybe I can change the border color. Something like this. The text color can be changed to something like this. Okay, makes sense. Now let's click on preview. So this is page one, and this is like page two. Okay, the text color I can write something like blue maybe. I think that makes sense. Okay, so here if you say this is your page two and this is your page one. Okay, if you can play around with the proper colors, but this is more about the navigation where you have to navigate to a different kind of a page in that same dashboard. You can take the help of this navigation button. Okay. Now about the link part, maybe we can walk through a little bit more as well about the link. So let's say I bring the link on the top itself just to help you understand. So basically we have this button and you can go for any save lens if you want. Okay. So for example, on the analytics side, I have a few lens, right? So we will just check one of the lens. Let's say I go for this account opportunity lens for an example. So I will find that lens account opportunity. I already have it over here and maybe I can just write account opportunity lens. Okay, so what it will happen is now if I click on this account opportunity lens, it will redirect me on that same page where we have the dashboard to this particular lens. Okay. Similarly, there are many things else as well. So for example, if you click on edit, maybe I can reduce the size a bit. And let's say I bring this link once again. And here, what else you have? So you have this new lens if you want, URL, page in component, and page in layout. Or if you want to go for a different page in layout, that would also you can do it over here. There are different other actions ways as well, but I am walking through a few of them. So let's say I want to go for something like page in layout. We can select that page. So if I select page two, that part also I can do over here. Okay. So for example, what I will do is I will bring this at the top maybe. Okay. For now, I will just press shift and shift all this and I will bring this somewhere over here. Okay. This button title and maybe I will just write something like page two. Okay. And what I will do is I will come to this page two and here also I will just shift this over here as of now and I will bring this particular link once again. Okay. And here I will just write something like page one and I will go for this particular thing that is page in layout. I will select the first page. Okay. Now if I click on preview, okay, this is how it's coming up. So you see, you have this Google, it will redirect you to Google. You have this lens, which will redirect you to lens, as well as if you want to go to page two. So this is one way we can do through navigation, as well as you can do through this link as well. But if you click on page two, it will redirect you to page one. If you click on page one, it will redirect you to the page one. Fine. So that is all about this one. So yeah, that is the thing about all these things. And as I mentioned, like of course we can also check a few more things. So we have checked the toggle which is more active like a filter. Now in the next video, we will actually walk through this global filter, the list filter, the date filter and the range filter. Because it's related to filter, maybe in the next session I will cover at one go. But yeah, as of now, I hope you understood like how this numbered widget plays, how this link widget plays. We have walked through a few more examples, like how you can do with a URL. You can go to a different page in layout in the same dashboard. You can go to a different lens. Okay, and then we understood about this toggle as well as the navigation. So yeah, that is all about this video. Always also click on save. Once everything is done, just click on save so that you don't lose your work. Okay. And yeah, that is all about this video where I walk through a few more further widgets and we will continue on the widget section in our next session as well. Thank you.